This is
So
it's
fire.
time to play.
Uh-huh.
Vincent, what happened the last time?
Well, we came to after being thoroughly thrashed. Beaten and bloodied. We all got up except for one, Weimar, who was very much dead. We buried him underneath a giant rock in the cemetery. And DCI took the time and the effort to carve an inscription on it, which you might be able to read for us again if you'd like. But after that, we cleared out the rest of the village, moving door to door, busting in things, finding minor bits of loot like paintings and such, until we got to the windmill. We opened it up to the door opened, and there was another bolt that flew at us because that's what happens when we open doors. DCI hit the floor, but it was what was it? It was the lady Kella who was hiding in there. And as we tried to talk things out, one thing led to another, and she got an axe in the back of the head as things happened. And but it turns out she had all of our stuff anyway, so she was not a good cookie, as well as a note that said, "We are coming." A few more buildings later, we got to the building of a couple of dead elderly folks, and we happened to find a cat with wings that now follows us around because it is our friend. And still not quite feeling the need to rest a bit, we jumped the hole on the bridge across the bridge to the south, heading into the big keep that kind of overlooked the city that we had kind of ignored up to this point. Creeping up to the door, we cracked it open merely to hear four guards, two male and female, arguing over the body of somebody dead on the table. And that is where we left it.
Alright, and stuff.
Did you say you're stuffed?
I said
Yes.
alright and stuff.
Oh.
There lies Weimar, a gallant traveler who stood in defense of Nightstone after boulders fell. His journey ended by goblin arrows in 1488 DR.
That's good. That was good reading.
I feel like I'm actually there. Vincent, you walk in. I hear nothing on my end. There's probably music that I don't hear. No, I really don't hear anything. I'm gonna switch it.
I don't hear
That's
anything
not a good
either.
thing. I'll do this one.
I hear it softly.
Now I do.
It's music that says we aren't going to die when we open this door.
Is it though? That's how
Lordy.
it starts. Okay. So, sorry. Vincent, you walk in and you see,
To left.
yes, to your left, four guards arguing. You know, there are two males, two females. And, they're arguing over a dead body. I apologize. I was getting something like what? Just like, no, we should just, you know, go and get them. No, we just stay here. We need to do this. And they're just kind of, you know, starting to get pushing. Seems like they've been arguing for a long time.
Yeah.
People are flustered.
I just knock loudly, like, on the door. Hello?
They're still kind of arguing, and then one of them kind of looks and says, "Who are you?" And they kind of start drawing their.
Oh, take it easy. Take it easy. I am Vincent. We are just, me and my friends behind me are just travelers. Well, we came to see if we could help a bit. But,
Oh,
You mean they can help us, right?
she kind of puts her sword back up.
may we come in?
Oh, goodness. As you get further, you see, Vincent's probably the only one who can see this. Everybody else is
Well,
outside.
I asked them if the others could come in. So,
Before some goblin shoots me in the back, let us in.
Vincent, you're kind of overlooking, and you see there's this woman who is laying on a slab. Kind of looks like a dining room table or something like that. And this is going to go on all night. Give you just 1 second.
Shit's about to get real up in here. Cats. Putting hair on my keyboard.
Oh no.
My cat is clawing at the door because the food that she got is not the correct flavor.
Oh no.
Oh no.
She wants a different flavor, and that's not happening.
Now she wants to run away.
Something
So-
horrible happened with my dog.
Oh,
Well, I'm in the bathroom. My dog wants to come with me. Just TMI there.
yeah,
And-
but all animals want to
Okay,
watch
and our
that.
fan broke, and I have to run water. Like, there has to be some type of noise where I just have instant stage fright. Long story short, my dog is barking at the bath water. I'm like, what is wrong with you? He was out of water. He almost jumped into the bath to get it. So sad. But in the end.
Sorry.
Don't worry, I entertained everybody.
Okay.
yes, it was very entertaining.
It's all on air.
All right. So, you see, there's this woman, nice-looking lady. She is laying on the table. It kind of looks like a dining room table that kind of got smashed to bits, but there's like a kind of a slab. And they do very much look like guards. They're dressed in the garb and everything, just kind of surrounding the table. And they're like, how did you get in here? We haven't been able to get out.
We jumped. There was a hole in the bridge, yes, but it was not too far.
Well, we briefly saw the hole. We're just kind of looking. This tragedy happened, and we just haven't been able to move from here since.
One moment. It's very awkward talking in doorway, and I take a few steps in and motion for my. Please come in. This is Elf Boy, and Lady Effie, and
Baroness
Cormac.
Effie.
Right, Baroness.
Proper respect in front of the court. But
I'm so sorry. It's been a rough day.
I'm fine with just Cormac, thanks.
just Cormac.
Welcome. The ladies pipes up and she says, Alara Winterspell. This is Sidrin, Tormund, and Kaelin. I'm sorry that you had to come, during this time of great tragedy. And I don't know, we're just at a loss. Effie, you come in and you recognize on the slab is Lady Velrosa Nandar. You recognize her as the High Steward of Nightstone. It seemed like she has a lot of broken bones, and it seems like probably one of those things where a boulder fell, landed either on her or landed on something, and something fell on her and crushed her. So she is laying there, deceased.
Is she under the boulder, or did they move the boulder off of her?
She's on the table right now, but it just looks
Okay.
like she'd
Got
been
it, okay.
crushed, like crushed injuries. But you can at least recognize her face.
And where is the table?
They are surrounding it.
Okay. It's in the middle of them.
Yes.
Effie comes in, and she actually is wearing her signet ring since she took it off of Kella Darkhope's body. She seems to be treasuring it a bit more. And
Yeah, you do see, as you're kind of touching your ring, you see there is also a ring on this lady's finger. It looks like a gold wedding ring. It has tourmalines. It's on her left hand. Seems like-
Parmalines? That's what's in my engagement ring. I say out of character.
and it looks very, very expensive. It's a wedding ring.
Had she been married long?
Go ahead and give me a history.
The gemstone. You can't really see it, but
You're trying to recount some of the history. You think it was probably about 10 years ago when they kind of built this city, and her husband, Lord Dreslin, Nandar, he was with her at the time. But something took place, and he doesn't seem to be here at the moment. And so it's kind of all you really kind of can remember about this, their family. And also that before then, they used to be Waterdeep nobles. Those are the things that you remember.
And one last question. She's obviously dead.
Yes, very much so.
Effie kind of walks in, sort of like she owns a place. She's a bit more in her element here. And she motions the guards to let her through so she can get a better look at the person on the table. My, is that Lady Avendir?
Yeah, Lady Nandir was very, we just couldn't get to her. This came out of nowhere, and now that she's gone, there's no one to run the city anymore.
I heard that she became High Steward of Nightstone, but I didn't realize that she would actually be residing here.
Yes, sure, well, gosh.
It feels like just yesterday I saw her in Waterdeep.
Well, a lot of us signed on not too long ago, so we've only been with her for a couple of years. But we had heard that, she just decided to build this area and made it to a nice place for, travelers to come by. But a year ago, her husband died. There was a conflict between some neighboring elves of the Ardeep Forest. They came and kind of, they didn't really like people just settling there on their lands. And one guard turns around and kind of looks at DCI and says, they kind of look like you.
Eladrin elves?
I don't know. They kind of look at you like you just look like them.
You say they're neighbors?
Sort of. well, let's just say
Well.
we had a lot of conflict with them, but
Most of my kin live in Feywild, so
well,
it's a bit far.
Is it now?
It's in another plane.
Fascinating.
all elves look alike to me.
Really? You look like him.
Well, yeah, just
Red all over.
well, I mean, you know, ears, skinny. Anyways, well, we used to fight them all the time, but then, you know, I guess one day when the Lord died, we decided to call a truce, and yeah, we just kind of lived peacefully.
At least you did. Do you know what happened here?
Yes, actually, I do. There was this huge castle in the sky. Just kind of, and then boulders just fell. It's like they were just being thrown, and just giants just killed our lady. But
Giants.
usually, what happens when there's some kind of danger, everyone comes to the keep. That's what they're supposed to do. That's what we train the villagers to do. It's well protected, but with the bridge being out, they couldn't make it.
Well, where are they? We've only seen a couple accounted for, and a horde of goblins.
Well, I suspect they lowered the drawbridge and probably went north. About a mile from here, there's some bat caves, so I imagine
To the Batmobile.
there's places to hide there. But there's some guards that went with them, so they should be okay. I mean, we were just guarding here, but there's guards in the town, so I'm sure that's where they had to go. There's nowhere else to go. The castle, you know, they just dropped that, but after all the villagers left, we could see, as we were kind of looking, there was 4 pale-skinned giants. They just kind of descended down on the village square, and they took the Nightstone in the middle and took off. I have no idea why they would it's just a stone.
You mean Nightstone was actually named after a real stone?
Oh, well, yes. But, I
Fancy
mean, it's not an important stone. It's just, I don't know, it's always been there. But it just kind of drifted eastward. So, Lady Nandar, she was in the Great Hall when it collapsed. She was buried under the rubble, and it just took us forever, hours and hours to get to her, and alas, she just died before we could get there.
I see out of character. Does she have any children that I would know about, or any heirs or anything?
And do I know what's eastward of here?
There is a map.
Just I don't need specifics. Just like, you know, what would be like a population center or some geographical thing.
I need to look at the map. That's the wrong map. I look at the map
'Cause
and
I
there's
for-
actual
I forget.
words and stuff on there. Okay. Sorry.
I forget where Nightstone is. Is it in relation to Waterdeep? Where? I'll find a map.
Alright, here, I'm gonna put you on this map. Because it is... Waterdeep is here, Nightstone is here, so Waterdeep is to the west. And
Okay.
I will show you the map. It's actually a very nice map. Good job on them. Good job.
Ew.
Nightstone
There it
is
is.
here.
Oh, real close to Waterdeep. So west is Waterdeep and east is Nightstone.
And the forest is up here.
And that's where
Alright.
the Of course we're going
So
to
it's
the forest.
Cave somewhere in the forest, which coincides with the direction that the goblins pointed out their boss to be.
Yep.
Ha 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 ha, yeah, astute.
They were telling the truth. Look at them. Those good goblins.
You're right. Never make that mistake again.
Goblin scum.
Has her husband been notified?
Her dead husband? That died a year ago? Yes, I just... What? Did you... Did I not... Did you
No.
not hear what I said? Okay.
I must
Oh.
have missed an important part.
Yeah, I tend to kind of speak in circles.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. There was, the elves attacked Nightstone. A lot of people died, and so did, her husband. And that was when, Lady Velros just decided to speak with the elves and made peace. Promised that they would never go into the forest again. And we leave them alone, and they would leave us alone, and it's been okay until this giant attack.
Yeah. Oh, so when the bird is out, and all the villagers unable to come into the keep ran north towards the caves, I couldn't help but notice there being a giant forest that way. Is that the direction where the elves are as well?
Yes, but I wouldn't, go in there if you don't have to, just...
Right, but what about the villagers? Are they under some sort of protection by the elves now with the treaty, or...?
No. We were told to stay out. And to
But
never...
they went in. Alright.
The keep was ruined. So... Yeah.
Did these elves not know that they had goblins living in their caves?
There's Oh, well...
Or at least, that's where they're hanging out, and they're always in tunnels. Tunnels. Sometimes tree forts. I've seen a couple of tree fort goblins.
Have you now?
Well, if they're in an elven wood, I would assume the goblins would be hiding in caves. Elves like their woods.
Dead with no heirs. That is just... oh, so terrible. I can see your plight now. I suppose we'll have to have an election then. Of course, when this is all over.
Well, honestly, another one speaks up and she says, I really don't... we don't know what to do. Like...
Well, who's the highest ranking official in this room?
They kind of look at each other.
Shall we do eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
Well, no, the people won't stand for that. We just... I mean, I'm sure we'll figure it out. Get some order.
Kaelin.
Yes.
You seem like a good lad. I suppose you would do better than any.
Me to do what?
Yes, you shall direct these other 3 guards to, of course, clean up Lady Velarosa, because you can't just leave her here. We will go and collect your villagers, of course, for a small price, small fee. We'll be glad to do that. But you need to clean this up, and you need to create a home for when the villagers come back. With us in tow, of course, and of course we'll come to pick up our fee at that time. So, all right then?
Okay, so, okay. Wait, what? Fee, home, clean?
Yes, all of those things.
Yes. Well, what
Kind
the
of
Baron
scratch
is
their
trying to
heads.
say
It's like,
is that as the last remaining remnants of authority and power in the city of Nightstone, a lot of responsibility is now on your shoulders to make sure that the town is in good shape for when the villagers return.
yes,
And we failed to mention that there are no goblins outside.
oh,
But there is a gate that's wide open, which you should probably close.
Actually, we closed it. You were sleeping through that.
Well, there is actually another gate I saw that was perhaps open, but we can discuss that as we leave.
Was there?
Oh yes, to the south, I believe.
out of game, by the way. Because of the conversation that we had before, I stuck y'all on this page, or further down, so you could see.
Oh, hey! I didn't see that.
Yeah. So.
I thought I wasn't supposed to see that, so I was like, doo, doo, doo. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks nice. Wow, we jumped really far.
So. Yeah, that's why it was. It was not just a simple. I can just hop
Jumped.
up there. It was a bit far. All right. So, anyways, I'm sorry. So the guards are like, "Oh yes, we'll get a plan. Do you need one of us to escort you or help you in any way, or
Perhaps
y'all fine? We
we
can maybe just take care of the things that we need to take care of."
Actually,
According
we have been doing a lot of your work for you, having cleaned out your town of goblins
Yes.
and other intruders. We could use a rest, and perhaps if you'd like to keep watch while we rested, that would be greatly appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
And some food. There's gotta be food in here.
well,
And a drink.
unfortunately, the kitchen is buried under rubble. He points over this direction. So unfortunately, we cannot fix you anything.
Well,
You're welcome to look around, see if there's somewhere that you can rest. Sure, we'll keep a watch out. I said, but he kind of looks out towards this direction. And it's like, it's very early still. You mean when you come back for a sleep, that is, right?
Oh, we won't be able to leave right now. I am badly wounded. And she kind of lifts her hand away from her ribs. There's a lot of blood there. She puts her hand back. Puts pressure on her.
Well, let's see. He kind of walks over. There's like a desk, a small kind of desk in the Great Hall, and he's kind of looking. He's like, this is all the best we can do. And he hands you, Effie, a potion of healing. Small one.
Thank you. This will do greatly.
It's like,
And Effie
but,
looks over the others.
Yes, we can't. Surely we can come back and watch at night. Yes, but there's some stuff we must take care of.
You mean the stuff I just gave you to do?
Yes.
Fair enough. I guess first things first. And I'd like to look around the keep for something I can lay down across the bridge to make a A bridge.
Everything is broken. The best thing that will
Even the
even
slab
be
that
able
the lady
to
is on?
do that
Not big
is
enough?
yeah, the lady is on the slab, and even that slab's not quite long enough. But that's probably the longest is that dining room, that great dining room table, and yeah, they're not gonna give that to you.
How about the big door?
The doors itself. Make sure before I tell you. Yeah, sure, you can take that big hunkin' thing off and not kill your backs.
Okay. Especially since, I mean, there's enough holes in this place already. Adding another won't matter.
Okay. Alright.
So, I will begin attempting to remove it from the hinges.
Ooh, 8 foot. It's not long enough. The
Oh.
hole is 15, 20
Yeah,
feet.
yeah, yeah. Oh, poop.
There's
That's
just
really big.
unfortunately nothing. It's just one of those things where you just gotta run. Run and jump.
Yeah.
Run and jump.
Where did they say the kitchen was? Again?
The
Roughly?
kitchen-
Under some rock.
that direction.
Under that direction, okay.
Here, I will look it up. You can just, if Cormac goes over there, you can just kind of push open the door. And you see that there's a lot of rubble.
Ugh. Oh, no liquor in here.
Yeah, everything's broken everywhere. I mean, the best you can find is a piece of bread that's just kind of like on the floor.
He picks it up and he starts eating it as he comes out.
Yep. I mean, you know, it's actually pretty
Very
tasty,
dry.
but yes,
Tasty.
dry.
It's like covered with dust and rubble.
Exactly.
It looks like you're eating a
that's
rock.
what the dryness comes from.
I thought that was the bread powder, but that's
Bread
rock.
Messy
This
wants
looks
to
like
approach
bread.
the body,
It's a rock.
and she's gonna put her hands over Lady Villarosa's hands. And
They
kind
are
of,
really watching you because
They
they're
are?
like, yeah, they kind of naturally get to their blades in one hand as they watch you carefully.
Whoa.
My hand drifts to my axe, watching them.
I continue to eat rock bread.
I'm just looking around for like curtains and things.
She kind of rests her hand on Lady Villarosa's hand and pats it gingerly, feigning a little bit of sadness.
Feigning.
A little bit.
Make a roll
She
deception.
was a real bitch, from what I remember. No.
So, we still have plenty of daylight left. There are villagers running towards the goblin caves, but we are on our last legs. What are we going to do?
Well, you feel a bit better.
You're welcome to walk around, and see if you can find a place to sleep, you know, we'll be back in a couple of hours, maybe 3. Kind of looks outside. He's like, it seems about 3 o'clock. Maybe around 6 or 7, and we'll keep watch for you as you sleep. But yeah, you should be fine in here. As I can recall, no goblins came this direction. Probably couldn't get past the bridge, I imagine.
Well, if we have any luck, we'll be able to get back without falling into the river.
Just out. And I kind of look around and say, Alara. And she's like, yes. She's like, can you just kind of walk with our guests as they try to find some place to sleep? And she's like, sure. So she's like, yeah, I'll just be accompanying you as you walk.
Any of you got a rope?
They kind of look around. They're like, Maybe we'll find one on the way. Just not at the moment, not on us. It's been chaotic.
Well, look for a rope when you're wandering around. That'll make it easier to cross this bridge.
Oh, sure. And
Keep
Lara's
without
like, yes,
rope.
I will keep an eye out as we go around.
Otherwise, you're really tempting Dent to just, dump you in the drink.
Kind of looks around back at y'all like she doesn't understand what he's talking about.
You'll take a dive in the river, dear.
Yeah.
Who are y'all going to push me in the moat? I'm confused.
Tough crowd. Tough crowd.
Well, please don't mind the dwarf. His sense of humor sometimes goes under our heads.
Under our heads, huh?
Is that a joke about my height?
Well,
No, I would never demean somebody because of their stature. I say, looking directly down at you.
He's looking at
she's like, oh, well, I guess I can show you around, and then maybe you can find some place that you'd like to be. So she kind of says, this is your little kitchen. Unfortunately, there's nothing but rubble in here.
You think the lady, maybe she had something that was nicer to drink than in the kitchen? Because all the bottles in there are crashed and, this bread was kind of dry.
I don't usually go to the ladies' room. The servant, she just happened to not be here during the attack. She was buying some food and other things, so she probably would have a better idea of what's in the ladies' effects, but I would ask that you leave the ladies' effects alone. If you could. That is her private stuff.
What
You
time
mean
was
the
this attack?
effects that are going to no air?
As of right now, we don't know. Maybe she has one and just we're not aware of. We're not.
Are you
We're
insinuating
guards. We're not in the.
Alarosa was...
I'm sorry.
Are you assuming the lady was perhaps deceptive?
No, I'm rather saying I don't know y'all, and you can't come in and pillage our keep. That's what I'm saying.
Just a taste. You saw me. You saw that bread. That bread was dry and dusty.
Well, that's just bread. And she's like, oh, and this way. She's like, you can get through the stairs up there. Over and here. I don't know if this would make a good place for you either, but this is relatively untouched. There is a library, and kind of serves as a den. And here, as you look inside here, this contains 2 levels. The lower level is like a den area. It's decorated with overstuffed chairs, bearskin rugs. The walls are adorned with weapons and shields and mounted heads of wild animals. A decorative wooden ladder leads up to the 20-foot high circular balcony with a sculpted railing. The upper level is the library, and its walls are lined with bookshelves. Something you would not know.
Seems cozy.
The random books, if you had the time, would be like on philosophy and nature and poetry. But honestly, there's really nothing of great value in here. It's just more like something that's great sentimental kind of to the family. She's like, and up here, you can go up these stairs. She looks up the stairs, and she kind of looks down. She's like, coming?
All right. I'll take a look around.
I suppose I'll come even though you think I'm not going to pillage the place. She mutters under her breath. Sounds
Boy, I am thirsty
Is it-
climbing up these stairs.
feel from a lady.
Hold on, sorry. Here.
Can you believe it? Woo!
Dacia, what are you doing? Just... Are you gonna stay downstairs?
Was there any like curtains or anything, like on the ground, under rubble stuff?
Not that you can see.
Stacia
at the
is going to be the pillager here. Can't believe it.
I just want to fix my pants.
Curtains.
All right, and then if there's nothing up there, then I'll go up.
We can't sleep right now, right? So I'm not sure. I guess we're just getting a tour.
Yeah, you're kind of just getting a tour at the moment.
There's some other things we can do, like if you want to fix something, or you know, maybe we can fix the bridge with the rest of the day, or something like that.
Sing songs.
Sing songs. Alright. And, just kind of... go here. If you walk up there, that's that. So over here, I'm gonna open these doors. Okay. Alright, so when you get upstairs, there's like an L-shaped hall. It's decorated with rich carpets, gilded sconces, and framed paintings of places that are in Waterdeep. A door to the north at the end of the hall leads to a stone balcony overlooking the entrance of the keep. The other doors lead to bed chambers, 2 of which have been destroyed. That would be... let's see, you can't see my pinging. She kind of points out these bedrooms here. Just the rocks kind of went through, fell all the way down, and that is what you see. You climbed up the wooden staircase, and there is a similar staircase to the south. This right here, she points out, is just the balcony, and there's some more stairs this way.
So is there any intact rooms up here?
Yes, there is one, and she's like, well, this one right here, but we don't go in there. This is the ladies' bedchamber.
Oh, that sounds like a good place to sleep, doesn't it?
For her, not for you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just walk up the stairs. He's
Okay.
like,
Forget you. Find another
See the
place.
hospitality here, and
She's like, but there's sure.
Next
There's,
time.
I'm sure there's other places you can find. You're welcome to sleep in the den. She
putting fairness in
follows
a
Carmack
den.
up the stairs. Hold on before I switch you.
I'm assuming that around the keep, like over here and like on the ground, it's grass, not
Yep.
like dirt or anything.
Yep, it's grass. You look out the window. I mean, there's dirt there. Dirt and grass. Grass and dirt.
Yeah. But yeah, it'd be more like grass with like trees and things. Beautify the inside of the keep.
It just seems like it's stairs to the roof, right?
Yep, stairs to the roof, and that's where Cormac is going. She's like,
Oh, this is
"And,
good a place as any to take a nap.
So you kind of look at the roof, and you can see the sections of the roof that have collapsed. But it seems like wherever the rocks didn't fall through, it seems like it's pretty safe to walk on. There's a flag that kind of waves in the breeze. It's about, you're up about 30 feet high. The 30-foot high flagpole. You're up a little bit higher than that. The flag depicts a stylized head of a golden fox with a rose clenched in its teeth on a purple background. Seems like that's the crest.
Make it
Beautiful.
And she's like, so, you're, leave you to it, then? And, she kind of excuses herself. And
Have the guys made the jump yet? Can I see the bridge? And the other guards? Have they actually made their jump?
it looks like, based on the information that you got from them, the other guards that are probably with the villagers in the caves, and the four of them, they've just been standing watch over, trying to figure out what to do, just arguing basically, like they don't know where to go from here.
Didn't 3 of them leave?
They are.
Four that were in the. Okay.
They haven't done it yet. They,
Okay.
as you're looking around, they're kind of like, putting the body, cleaning it and stuff like that. They haven't made it yet, but they will eventually. It's
Cormac will sit and watch. He's going to see if they fall.
see
in
if
the
they
drink.
fall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just leaning over the railing.
There will be 2 guards that you do see walk out. See if they. Let's see if they jump good.
Oh, Dent, let him make it, Dent.
Alright, let's see. What's their strength? Oh, they have at least strength of that. So they might be able to jump it without falling on their faces. Let's see. Oh, no. Alright. Dexterity. Let's see what happens. Okay. One makes it. Alright. Let's see. They made all of these to the GM.
That's fine.
So you see as I'll tell you, just had to watch these guards make stupid idiots of themselves.
He had to.
Okay, so Citron just kind of runs, jumps, and he makes it, and he's walking like as if it was no big deal. And after that, Tormund, another human guard, kind of gets back, runs, and gets one leg on the edge, kind of does the splits a bit, kind of hits some jewels, and falls right in the water. And he's just like, "Ah!" And then you see the other guard kind of look back, and then shake his head, and he keeps walking. And he's like, hey! He's like, damn it! So he kind of swims to the edge and takes some time to get out of the water, and kind of looks around like, nobody saw me. And
There's a loud ha from the top of the
he
cave.
kind of stops
Like a
and he looks
loud
up
one.
like, where'd that go? And he starts kind of running and runs into his side. Like, nobody saw that. So, 2 of the guards, are now searching around. And
After that, Cormac could make his way down
Okay.
the stairs, but he couldn't pass that up.
poor folks. funny their situation.
Alright. So we have like the rest of the afternoon for us. What are we going to do?
Well, so moving back a bit, I thought we were leaving immediately. If we're not leaving immediately, I don't need to take that health potion.
I mean, it's up to you. He just gave it to you because you said that you were.
Yeah,
feeling-
I kind of thought we were heading out immediately, but if we're not, then we're waiting to sleep. So I guess Effie would say, oh, we're not heading out right away?
Well, we can, but it would be risky with this shape that we are in. Even I still feel very bruised from the beating I received earlier.
Well, you know, I feel certainly bruised. That
Plus, those goblin arrows probably weren't clean. So, that might be a fever.
Oh. Perhaps we can find some moonshine or whatever the fuck they had back then. A growler of whiskey. I don't know.
Cormac has already looked, and I trust his nose on these matters.
Yeah, not in the kitchen, but
But how can they not have wine in the keep? Surely the lady had wine.
Looking around, is Alora still nearby?
I'm sorry. One more time. I'm sorry. I was typing.
Is Alora still watching us?
Oh no, she went downstairs.
Right. Well, there is the ladies' bedchambers.
I come out, just a big handful of sheets.
You have some really nice. They're not like silk or anything, but they're just really high quality cloth. And they
Egyptian
have like
cotton.
designs, like like red sheets with like gold designs.
They're all ripped and some of them broken, ripped and frayed, but I've got enough
When you're having a sleepover in the den.
over my shoulder.
Egyptian
No,
thousand thread.
I look down at my pants, which are half ripped off.
No. No. Are you
You need to fix my pants.
going to be like a handmaiden and make your own pants?
Yes, I can repair my.
What
own
about a
clothes.
shirt? Maybe a
I
cap?
can make anything.
Well then, I would love it if you had a shirt, maybe some shoes, and a nice cap.
and if you could make me a drink.
You know, going into the ladies' bedchambers would not be a bad idea. And honestly, I wouldn't normally do such a thing, but I cannot believe how they are treating us. Me, a baroness. This is not the kind of not that I would expect this hospitality, say with you guys and you barbarians, but here there's a level of hospitality that is expected, and I am not receiving. So I believe we shall go into ladies' bedchambers, and we shall take her wine,
If this was your keep,
which is not.
would you want people going into your bedchambers?
If I were dead, I don't think I would care much, to be honest with you.
Are you sure?
Well, ask me when I'm dead.
You can do what you want. I was
Obviously.
asked not to go, so
You aren't my father now, are you? I already have Vincent here following me around. Don't need
no.
you.
We were asked not to go in, so therefore I will not go in.
Well, that is fine. But I see that little wound on your side may very well be an infection, as Cormac has said.
On
And
me?
from what I understand, you have certainly not been a good medic.
Well, I'm glad you got your medicine kit back. It was very useful in saving your life as I walked in.
You're so smug. I like you, Daisy.
Okay, so if you go to talking about going in their room so you can have a quality sleep, the door is
PC.
locked. However, I mean, seems like it's a pretty flimsy. More like, hey, I'm in here, don't open the door, rather than, let's keep everybody out.
Sure,
We could
she's number
probably
one,
just
not
kick
number
the
two.
door open and it would just go open.
Well, we certainly can't go around kicking doors open. Surely the guards will be alerted.
I put my leg down. Of course.
I mean, I certainly can't open this door without probably breaking something myself. DCI, what do you think?
If anybody has any
He's-
thieves' tools or something like that, you could.
I went
pick it.
downstairs.
DCI is so smug. I just can't wait until he needs something, and then he has to take it, and then he's going to feel awful. Not that I want him to feel awful, but...
I don't think he would take it. I think he would die first.
Well, that is certainly... there is such a thing as self-preservation, and I believe that man has it.
Did he just take those sheets to make pants?
He clearly did. He did. So you never know what he may take. In the...
Didn't he take the...
His moral code is very malleable to me.
Unlike you, Cormac, you are a dwarf who, you're very candid, and I appreciate that.
Candid? Can... Yeah. I like that.
hmm It means that you eat things out of cans, and also that you are a true sayer.
Well,
He just leaves that hanging.
well,
Oh Lord.
All right. So what would y'all like to do? Are you going in there so you can get some quality, nice sleep, or are you
Wait,
gonna
I
find
thought-
another space to lay down?
Is it time for bed yet?
No.
Okay. I'm so confused. It doesn't seem
But
like you
I
want to
mean,
sleep.
you
we
basically
can
have
wait
like
around.
3 hours of downtime in
Yeah.
essence.
Cormac's gonna go downstairs into the den, look around at all the weapons, and then if there's a chair, he's gonna sit in the chair.
Yep. There is definitely a nice, comfortable chair in there, and
Cool.
they did say you could go and hop a squat in the den.
Was that the only place they allowed us to sleep? Was down there?
No, they said anywhere but the room that they don't want you to go in.
Got it. And the 2 bedrooms that...
Yeah, they're really damaged. Like,
Got it.
it was
I
a miracle
guess-
there were some sheets, because their sheets are even kind of torn up.
I must have missed something because I took note of the balcony, the 2 rooms you couldn't go in, the staircase up, but I don't see any other bedrooms.
There was the bedroom
Okay.
Just the locked
Here,
bedroom of the
and the
lady.
bedroom here, both of which have been damaged.
Yeah.
Okay, so there
Considerably.
aren't any rooms available except for the den then.
Yep, just for the den.
So you're like
Okay.
and
2 sides
um,
of it are gone.
and her
The
room.
other sides are
Right.
Bedroom.
You can't get into. Okay.
dining room.
they're just basically like,
Damn it,
hey,
like
don't
that.
go in there, and they leave. Nobody's really like watching you, so like if you really wanted to go in there, nobody's gonna stop you because they're not there. But
Right.
they just wanted to make sure they told you, hey, don't go in there.
Right.
Would I use dexterity or wisdom, repair pants with my weaver's tools? Dexterity probably.
Yeah, dexterity to see, dexterity with your performance. See how well you're gonna fix them.
It's my weaver's tools.
We'll just see how great you do. Yeah, it's
Pretty
sort
crap.
of They're there's pieces kind of hanging off, thread kind of hanging off, but it stays.
One leg is bigger than the other.
Yeah,
I fixed my pants.
but they are now fixed, different colors.
Because they were like down to my ankles, and I ripped them up to like above my knees
Yeah.
on both sides to fix
Shorts.
So you have
So-
this weird fashion
Shorts.
statement.
Weimar and Effie. I made, what are you, like, bandages out of them.
Bandages.
Yeah. So what pattern were the sheets that you used to fix them?
They were the red with the gold, like,
He has no
You
sense
know.
of, like,
Very royal.
he doesn't care about fashion, so it's probably
So
like
it's a shade of
one's
red
and
that
one's
clashes with your skin tone.
very much
probably.
so.
And he probably wouldn't care if one was like one
Kind of
color
like a
and the other one
burgundy.
was the other color.
Oh.
Punky Brewster it.
I'd like to
And what I
around
have
the
left,
cave
I make
and,
Point
I make
for
a
us in
hat.
the show.
I make like a Peter Pan hat for it.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's great.
How much
Yeah,
time do you need? Just a short rest?
Oh, it says over short rest. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. Y'all are definitely in short rest territory.
However long it takes me, so they're probably doing something while I'm doing
So,
this.
see, Cormac is lounging in this big, comfortable chair, and it is very comfortable. I mean, you almost feel like you could fall asleep because that's how comfortable it is. Remember that Effie and Vincent were talking about getting into that room. Are you going to go in the room?
Effie sort of dropped that subject, but she is trying to figure out how she can get away from Vincent overnight to maybe sneak out. So she's scouting out a place where just she can sleep alone because I have my dignity still.
Probably the best place would be in that room. I would say that it's one of those. When I say flimsy kind of lock, you can take your credit card and kind of, and it kind of pops open. Yeah. So if you really wanted to get in there so that you can have privacy, you could. It would just it would be an easy roll to just kind of figure it out.
All right. So I guess
it's either that or the roof. And
so
I don't see a Baroness sleeping on the roof. So
yeah. So
it's up to you, though.
she pulls out, of course, one of her lovely pins in her hair because she has long hair, and it just seems like she would have one, like in the movies. She pulls out her little bobby pin, made of whatever material it's available back then, and she kind of pokes around the lock, completely having no idea. She does have
straight dexterity.
Okay, let's do it. That sounds good. Not a saving throw, just dex. And I guess I get in.
Yeah, it takes you a good 10 minutes because you are not familiar with locks. But you do get in there. During this time, Vincent, what are you doing?
I sit there watching her and watching the stairs. That's it.
Thieves. Watch out. Yeah, they don't come back up. It seems like whatever they're doing, they're basically was like, there's really nothing to steal except for maybe that one bedroom that there's a lock. So they're like, sure. So nobody's coming. So you pop open the door, and this is what you see inside.
If there's a monster or an arrow that comes and shoots me,
Yeah, I was expecting an arrow, like from a trap or something.
Sons of bitches.
Of course not. Okay, this room is the only one of the 3 bed chambers that survived. The tapestry and the oil lamps are mounted on the walls, and there are wolfskin rugs covering the wooden floor. The room's centerpiece is a large bed. Its ornate headboard is sculpted with images of roses and foxes. There are 4 wardrobes that stand against the walls, and kind of looking through there, each contains a season's worth of women's clothes, all in the latest fashions of Waterdeep. At the foot of the bed is an unlocked wooden chest. Mounted above the door, like if you turn around, is a longsword. And that's what's in there.
Head to the unlocked chest, lady.
Yeah, they figure the lock on the door is enough. And they trust it seems, I mean, you're royalty. Obviously they trust their servants. Because otherwise it would be locked.
Now this is more like it. Do I see any wine or anything?
No.
A little too tidy, if you ask me.
Okay, let me open the door. Like, why are you standing there? Because I didn't open it.
Oh, sorry.
Because I didn't open it.
Yash, let me in. Aw, it's super cute. Let's get chat bubble for the shape. Little chat bubble.
So yeah, it's a nice, comfortable bed if you sit on there.
Obviously, this is my room for the night. I don't care where you boys sleep, but this one's mine. And I wouldn't say so in front of DCI. but no one should be stealing from this room.
Of course, of course.
Unless there's wine. Which there
Was
is.
there wine?
I didn't see any.
Oh, alright. I go downstairs and leave Effie alone.
Okay.
Effie seemed a little antsy. She also wants to go downstairs as well. Because she wants to talk with ACI.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, and she did shut the door behind her because she didn't want them to realize that it was unlocked.
Okay. Door shut.
And DCI's and where is he?
Guess he's outside.
Okay. Can I see him?
Just kneeling on the grass in the courtyard.
He is naked, sewing
He's
pants.
weaving. Yeah.
I'm
He
not
has no
naked.
pants on. You sew it
No,
on
I
you.
still have
You
my
can't sew
pants.
pants that way. Well, you're like,
I still have them on. I'm sewing them to put them on.
It's gonna look like shit. You can't sew it from the outside.
can't sew like
What
that.
is this?
I've got.
I mean, you have
thread.
more sheets. You could wrap sheet. Okay. Never mind.
Can you sew in real life? I was curious.
Not
Okay,
really.
that's what I thought. That's fine. I can
Take
only
your
hand
sew
sew
like that.
because I don't have any patience for the thread of machine. It's like the worst.
I made a pillow in home ec class.
Nice!
7th
Cool.
grade.
We learned how to make grilled cheese sandwiches.
We had one of those flower babies.
What? What is a flower baby?
Yeah, they had us make sure, like in high school, that hey, you don't want a baby, so you get a doll, and then you have to get like a 10 pound flour thing, and you wrapped it to the doll, and you'd have to carry it around for 2 weeks. And if any teacher caught you abusing it or whatever, you would get
Making a cake out of the baby.
points off. Yeah.
Oh
If
my
you
god.
throw
I suppose
it.
that'd be really handy.
You know,
if you forgot,
everybody had to have one during that 2 weeks. So
you go to home ec and we're out of flour and we're making cake. Oh no! No, everybody's got baby.
I don't use the baby. Interesting. We never did anything like that.
So
That would be
yeah, if
Been a good
you were
test.
if you were caught during this week without having a baby, it's like, where's your baby?
I would do that. If I was a
Uh,
teacher. I would team up with the home ec person and be like, hey, pretend we don't have any flour and see how many people will use their babies to make the cakes.
So yeah, I mean, and they were heavy too. People put them over their shoulders and just start walking, and they'd get points off. And
I do that with my cat. He
Those-
doesn't mind.
I know. It's it was a pain. Anyways, I know I digress. I'm sorry. All right, so for your 3 hours of your short rest, what are y'all doing?
I am looking for DCI and wish to speak with him.
All right, so yeah, you could just walk through the rubble and see him, basically, or walk around.
I take the shortcut.
He's basically just got the sheets spread out. He's just cutting the
You're
He's got
quite
one of
good
his
at that, aren't
He's
you?
just slicing off bits of ones that aren't any good anymore. Making nice little squares that he can sew up. and
Quilt.
hand
Right.
and stuff like that.
I guess you really can sew. That will certainly be handy.
It's very
So-
useful.
So, obviously, I've gotten into the ladies' room, and that is where I plan on spending the evening. However,
Very
there
well.
is the one small detail of the Goliath who wants to take me back to Mirabar. I would like to leave before he rises in the morning. You're coming, right?
I mean, where are you going?
Not home.
I thought we were rescuing villagers.
I mean, I certainly want to rescue the villagers, but what if afterwards he wants to take me back to Mirabar? I can only delay him for so long.
Oh, that is his choice.
She just gives him an eye roll of epic proportions. Well, we all have choices. But I choose to leave here, but not without you. Who's gonna listen to my playing even when I hit a flat note? He's gonna not
it's
annoy me the entire travel on the road. He's
Well-
gonna fix my dress. Look at it. It's a disaster. It's covered
Well-
in blood.
Hmm. I mean, I will, go wherever. If you want me to go with you, that's fine. I can get up early. I mean, I probably will be up before
Let me
everybody.
live this down, are you? We're gonna be on the road, and you're going to say, Lady Effie, we could have saved those villagers, but you chose not to. Now there's going to be severe No, we can't leave. There's no way I can listen to you all the way to wherever we're going. No.
So you are
I
going
will
to
say.
rescue the villagers?
Yes, we'll rescue the villagers.
Very well. Either way, it's a challenge for them. If they have to rescue themselves, then that's what is going to happen. But if we rescue them as well, perhaps that's what we were meant to do.
Effie starts walking away at this point.
Oh, by the way, and I throw you a hat.
Huh. That's quite snazzy. She puts it on her long auburn hair.
You said you wanted a
Quite
hat.
smitten with it. And just
I
red.
could make a shirt, but I'm not going to. And I get back to making my.
I don't think you could make a shirt even if you wanted to. Those pants look ghastly.
They're not finished yet. It's only been 10 minutes.
So the hat seems well put together. It's not falling apart. And it looks like you imagine. The pants, however, when he gets done, are going to look pretty messed up. But that's the way it goes.
It's the hat of a peasant.
As you go back inside, one of the guards kind of looks up at you, kind of looks at the hat, like, no. And then just kind of turns around, like as if they were thinking of something.
I thought they were.
And once you walk back in, you can see that it seems like it probably took a better part of 30 minutes or so. During that time, they were just kind of able to sort of clean her up a bit. Oh, goodness, stop. All right. Clean her up a bit and everything. Like I said, your short rest goes by. Vincent, are you doing anything on your short rest? Because I know you said you were standing watch, but...
Yeah, I don't have, hit dice or anything, so... I kind of, just want to look around looking for, a tool shed? Or a ladder? Or some
the only
carpenter
ladder you
tools?
find is the really beautiful ladder that's in there with Cormac. That's, one of those ladders that kind of roll
But you said
on the...
it goes up 20 feet, right?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. No, hold on. No, it doesn't. Hold on. That was the flagpole. The flagpole.
That was 30 feet. But I thought you said, the library thing was 20 feet up.
Yep, hold on. I think I did. I just want to make sure.
There's 50 Shades of Grey's in there.
The ladder's 10 foot. The ceiling is 20 foot.
Ah,
So,
poop.
yeah, it goes up, yeah.
So close, so close.
Yeah, that kind of
Alright.
thing. Where it goes up halfway.
Always cut the
There's-
flagpole in half. Add
So,
it to the runs.
Alright, I still spend my time, poking around the debris looking for tools or something long enough to fix the hole or lay across it. I probably won't be
just
successful, but that's
maybe
how I spend
take
my
some
time.
time to kind of piece together some broken things to try to lay
Yeah.
across the bridge to make it a little easier to get across.
Yeah.
A rope
Okay.
bridge with
You
the
know
ladder
what?
as its base, and the rope kind of holds it.
Yeah, I could if I had some tools, but the best I have is an axe, and
You
that's
don't
not
need
good.
Cool. You just need a rope to tie around the ladder, right?
Give me investigation.
Yep, something like that. Investigation -1 is for below average for 9.
So there are boards everywhere, but you have nothing to attach them together with. You do
Yeah.
have the rope that's on you, like the rope that y'all use to, and you could use that, and that could work. But then you'll be without a rope.
I will sacrifice my rope to make some sort of convenience so that people don't fall off every time they cross the bridge.
Okay. I'd like you to roll a performance. That's the best thing I can think of.
Performance.
With dexterity. So if you
Okay.
have
I
any
have
kind
no
of
proficiency in performance. So
okay,
that is
this
just
is straight dexterity then.
I do.
Yeah. Okay. Straight dex then. All right.
11.
You managed to
Very average.
get it together. It looks horrible. Basically, what this is going to do is knock off, or bring the DC down to get across for everyone.
Okay. So like I spent some
significantly,
time
like
jumping from one edge to the other, like kind of tying it around splinters, and it looks like a horribly rickety kind of rope bridge.
so going down. Just to give you just an above board kind of what it did for you. Going down, it'll be a DC of 7 acrobatics, and then jumping up, it'll be a 7 athletics going. So it took off 3 DC, which is pretty good. It's pretty significant. So as long as you basically don't crit fail almost, because I think everybody has at least a decent. If you make a
Whatever,
decent roll, you don't fall in the boat. So it helps.
I am not a bridge maker, and the laser guards are doing nothing. So this is the best I can do.
Yeah.
Live with it.
I think it's magnificent, Vincent.
Thank
Get
you,
it?
young lady.
Magnificent.
Okay, so it's tends to be about nightfall. I guess everybody find their perspective places. Jane,
I'm sorry.
where would you like to
Sorry.
sleep? All of I would say not all 4 guards, but 2 guards are going to stand watch. One will stand outside, and one will be inside downstairs.
I sprawl on a bear rug in the den.
Yeah, it's very comfortable. You've had to sleep out a while being a merchant, but this is really comfy. Daisy, where are you gonna sleep?
Are there any trees out in the courtyard?
No, courtyard is barren like that.
Whoa, that freaked me out.
Alright, well, I would just find like a nice patch, like in the corner.
You're there, Jane.
Should I be downstairs? No?
You are
Oh,
going
we're
to sleep,
sleeping.
right? So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, sleeping. We level up. Yes.
So
Sorry to yell, but yes, I did. Totally meant it.
level up after.
Yikes, where did I go?
Hold on.
Hold on. Yeah, no. I'm like, do we have an encounter or do we get to sleep?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I hate this part. At least I only have like 8 spells I know. So
All right. So you just kind of hop on the bed.
talking to me.
Yes.
Well, first I take off my armor. Are we going through this? Are we doing this thing?
Yeah. We're doing that thing.
All right, I'm taking off my armor, put my backpack on for the bed. But before I do that, I open up the wooden chest.
Just a bit about the armor.
Yeah.
If you are wearing light, if you sleep in it, you will not suffer any penalty. If you're wearing medium or heavy, you need to take it off, or you are not going to have a very good night's worth of sleep. And you
Is
will
leather
get
medium?
that.
I assume we always take off our
Exhaustion.
armor unless we otherwise state it.
Okay,
So,
and that's what I was gonna say. So I don't know if anybody's in light, but if you're light, you don't have to take it off.
Let me see. Is light leather?
yeah, leather's light.
Yeah, leather is
I'm
light.
wearing chainmail, but Cormac probably tries to sleep with his helmet on.
Oh, I'm not gonna count the helmet. It'll
Okay,
just
he
be-
sleeps with his helmet on.
Yeah, that's sort of a yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
He constantly cleans it and then puts it back on.
Aww.
So when he snores, it just kind of echoes inside, and it's
Beautiful.
All right.
I
Everybody
would-
is where they're going to be,
It's
and
like
you
white
said
noise.
something about.
Opening that chest that was in
Chest.
at the foot of the bed.
All right, yeah. So it is very much unlocked.
Yes.
Okay. So you go over to the chest, and your curiosity gets to you. You open it up, and I need you to roll initiative.
Oh no, it's a monster chest. This is bullshit. With 1 HP, I'm done. All right, let's do it.
wow. When does this occur?
This
Before bed.
is
Like
Without my armor on. It's awesome.
before bed, or like after we've kind of been laying down a bit, and then after
Would you say that you decided to open it up right when you walked in there? Or you're like kind of laying down and you're like, oh yeah, that chest, and you get back up?
Yeah, I have my armor off and I open the chest.
Alright, so I would
Yeah.
say y'all are not maybe quite asleep yet. More like just lounging, getting ready to go to bed. Everybody probably has their armor off that is trying to...
Yeah, we're getting comfortable. That's fine.
Yeah. Alright, so... Alright, here we go. Let's see. So,
gee.
Effie,
Yes.
the sword above the door
Holy
comes off when you open the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it was just one of those things that protects the chest.
Got it.
Alright.
So basically it was trapped. Or it's being wielded by some crazy paranormal entity.
It's it's being guarded. So
Okay.
the chest itself isn't technically trapped. It's just was guarded. And as long as you didn't open the chest, it would have stayed where it was. Alright, so... Alright. So you open the chest, and you hear something kind of like... kind of look back behind you, and you see this sword flying at you. What would you like to do?
I would say her reaction would be to fling the chest shut as she kind of jumps back. Or jumps away.
Alright. It's basically like a free action.
Okay. And as I close the chest, does the sword still look pissed?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Lordy. I guess I'll take my action to God, disengage from the sword and move 5, 10, 15. And I guess opening the door would be an action. A full action or a bonus action.
Well, if your free action is to close it, normally it would just be a free action. But
Uh-huh.
you were like, oh crap, let me close this. So it's just part of your action to open the door and go run outside.
And then I'm gonna yell, Death!
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay.
To get as far as I can through the door.
Let's see. You were there.
The sword's made a decision!
You have a little bit more room. A little bit more to run.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you can get about there.
End turn. God, the sword's gonna kick my ass.
Let's see. I see how you are outside.
Yeah, I'll roll my initiative after the sword goes, because we're going at the same time.
Let's see, y'all are going downstairs. Yeah, I would say that Dacia has a better chance of hearing than y'all in that room, because she was right there in the open. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, I'm like up there. Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay!
So, yeah, she starts yelling.
Screaming in a girly voice, I would like to correct.
I was just like,
Hysterical.
You
Okay.
hear her screaming your name. So you can roll initiative.
okay.
Yeah, you'll be going after. Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
This is my nervous face, guys.
Alright, so the sword gives chase.
Fucking so. Cormac's gonna love this sword, probably.
If it's alive, you can't trust it.
It's true.
Hey, it tries to swipe at you. You just kind of like duck out of the way, and it is just on your heels. Dacia, you actually this round you hear it, and
Yeah.
so you're kind of like a surprise for you. So
Yeah, I was in the middle of my trance. It's fine.
yeah. So you kind of come out of it looking around. You're pretty sure you heard her. But
Yeah, I just looked straight
the
up
only
the
thing.
window that was she was in because she told me she got in. I'm like, okay.
Effie, what would you like to do?
Continue running down the stairs, half naked. I mean, I'm wearing whatever white, stupid.
Yeah, whatever you have underneath, yeah.
thing.
You're gonna disengage.
15, 20, 25.
Are you
one
disengaging
more
as your
square.
action?
Yes,
Okay. Alright, you said 20.
I have one more to go.
You're there.
Okay,
And then, well, actually, there.
and end turn.
Okay. Sword is gonna fly after you.
Obviously. God help us all.
It,
This thing's
it-
gonna rip me a new one.
It flies pretty far, and it swipes at you again.
Dan gets in front of me.
There's a 14 hit.
Yes, it does. It just
You
hits.
take 6.
And all of a sudden, I start falling down the stairs.
Okay, so go rolling down the rest of the stairs, unconscious, at the bottom. Sword takes the rest of its movement and kind of hovers over you, waiting to see if you move. Daisy eye.
Does Cormac and I hear her body fall down the stairs?
You know what? Give me a perception. It'll be very, very. You don't crit fail, and you do. Yep. Cormac. Yeah, both of you here roll down the stairs. It sounds like a luggage that just
Sounds
got
like
thrown
somebody
down the stairs.
Yeah.
Toolcase falling down the stairs.
So, y'all can roll initiative.
I moved 20 feet to there,
There's probably one guard out here. The other
And then I'll
guard
move.
is
inside.
over here. Watching the body. Guard gets alerted.
We're in trouble now.
Alright. So. Alright, so for y'all's first round, y'all are being woken up by this situation. And the guard is being alerted as well for her first round. Alright, Daci.
I moved 20 feet to there. So if you can translate to me to where I am in
Yeah, sure.
on the inside map.
Okay. Alright. Boop. You are here. You see flying sword just get finished. Well, not get finished. Like following a body that's unconscious, rolling down, and a sword hovering on top.
And then I move my other 20 feet to there. And look at this flying sword. As, excuse me. flying sword, and I just reached in and I pick up Effie.
Okay. Just gonna pick her up. What are we gonna do with her?
That's
Grab her to get ready to go.
I'm just picking her up. I'm gonna move her into the room.
Alright, so, you have 40 feet of movement, so essentially you haven't really done your action. That's kind of like, I'll say that's kind of free to get over there to kind of, grab her. I mean, but
Okay.
if you don't have any more movement, then I guess you can't drag her. But, you
Yeah,
can
well, yeah.
do anything, you can, whatever you want to do as an action.
I figured picking her up was an action. So.
Well, I mean, that's kind of, if you're picking her up to move her, then that can be like, you can't go anywhere right now, so if you want to do something else,
so that'll
you
be
can.
fine. No, so it'll be right. I'll just, I move over there and I pick her up. That'll be
Okay.
my turn.
Let's see. Effie, give me a death save. Okay. Vincent, you hear and you're just like, what was that? It sounds like somebody threw down some luggage down on the floor.
What do you mean?
Gordon Mac,
So-
did you hear that? Who's making such a racket at this time? I thought we were... Oh, I stand up and go for the door.
Yeah.
I hope it's not more goblins.
So, you kind of use that round to be aware that there's something going on.
Okay.
So one of you, can certainly open the door.
Alright, yeah, I just open the door and kind of peek my head out.
Yeah, you see DCI holding a knocked out Effie and something flying in the air.
It's the elf. I knew he was bad. I draw my axe. And that's it.
Oh my god.
The guard kind of looks around and is like, sword. He draws his sword. He's like, which one of you went in that room? That's what she says. Which one of you went in that room? And kind of gets alerted. Says, gotta deal with this. Let's see. The door to the front is closed. Cormac, you kind of the same thing. You get her aroused and heard that and heard what Vincent said to you.
I'm going to use my action to put on my shield,
Okay.
and then I'll just stand up and look for my axe. There's my axe.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Flying Sword notices DCI picking up the intruder and seeming like you're going to flee with the culprit. So it goes to attack you.
He shields his body with my body.
22 to
Whoa.
Yep, that hits.
you take 5.
That's all I had.
Oh shit.
Alright.
Oh,
Bodies at
Death
the
save,
floor.
DCI.
Jeez. Nice start of the turn.
Effie. You still have that bottle on you, right? Because you said you didn't take it.
Yes, that's
Um,
correct.
Death save. Don't roll a 1.
I know.
Vincent.
Alright, now seeing that the sword is more of the problem here. I'll rush out and attempt to put that blasted flying weapon, magical, don't like it. I pull my other hand axe as well.
Okay.
So 1 slash for 17.
Yep. That hits. Just hits, actually.
Ping! Knock it off, and then I'll use my bonus action to swing with my offhand axe.
Okay.
19.
That hits.
Or just 3. I cast sidle around it, looking at my two companions bleeding out on the floor now. How do you turn this damn thing off?
The
I yell to the
guard.
guard.
The guard's like, someone went in that room and opened the chest.
Oh, right, but how do you turn it off?
You got it. Just damage it till it stops. Runs over here.
That I can do. Alright.
Effie does a medicine check. Medicine is wisdom, right? Yeah.
I think of the
You,
head thing.
it didn't. It seems like the guard is trying to stop your bleeding and
Oh
try
my
to keep an
God.
eye out for the sword at the same time, and it does not work.
Oh man.
And the chest.
Cormac, the guard also says, "Hey, get in here!" To the guard that's out there. So, guard,
Grabbing my axe as I'm running. Oh, I see an axe, and he just charges the floating sword,
okay.
and swings away at it.
And it just glides above your swing.
Stupid sword. Where's the invisible goblin?
Or is it floating at head height, at goblin height, or human height?
It's just basically floating like right around above everyone's heads. So it's even higher.
Must be a wizard around.
That's my turn.
The flying sword looks at Vincent because it actually connected and is upset with Vincent. Swipes at you.
Don't worry, guys. I'm working on my
damage.
backup character right now.
Just goes and takes a slash at your throat, and you just start bleeding.
Jesus
Still up,
Christ.
though.
And kind of just stands there. DCI, death save. Right. Effie. Vincent.
Awesome.
Kind of wiping away blood as it's starting to gush down the front of my suit. I'm just gonna take a couple more swings at this thing to put it down, because this is supposed to be rest. Or night rest.
Yep.
8 more.
Okay.
And then bring back with the other hand.
I
think
it
that
is. It just falls.
I just stamp on it.
The other guard runs in here, and it's like, "Oh my gosh, what's going on?" He says, "I don't know." It's like, "I gave her a potion," and it's like, and takes it out and it's like, "Can't just stick it in her. She's not here." Runs over and gives it to DCI. And Effie, you are sitting there looking in the abyss, and the guard's like, "I told y'all not to go in that room."
Wait, Cormac, can you have anything left in you? Those healing hands of yours.
No. I used them keeping you alive.
Says,
I kneel over Effie. It's, I like holding in the blood as best I can. Is she anything?
The guard says,
Nice.
there is a healer, who can help, but, he's not here, you know, right now. He may have ran to the cave. Goodness. Let me get the other guard, see if they can help, if they can come up with something. And, we're gonna take a break.